I'm Robin and welcome to my channel, The Jolly Jogger. So today I would like to explain why I have this channel, which is basically a love letter to running. I'm going to give you a bit of background of when I started running, how I got into it, and what it actually means to me, and why I enjoy talking about it so much, why I enjoy sharing about my experience with running so much. So first of all, I've got quite a long history with running. I actually started running for the first time, I would say properly, when I was much younger. My mom and I belonged to a running club. It was called the Kellogg Striders. I don't know if they still exist. If they do and anyone sees this, whoop. So my mom and I started out running as, this little pair in a club, and she obviously started way before I did, but she got me into it, and it was always such a lovely time for us to be together. It was time with me and her, because I've got two sisters. Time with your parents is quite valuable because it has to be spread through different people. So that was my time with her. It was our thing that we did together, and I always remember it being some of the happiest times in my life. I enjoyed it so much, and I always felt so accomplished at the end when I'd get a little medal, this little kid blitzing around, running and enjoying herself. And I also used to run in primary school, but I was a sprinter, and I actually really excelled in that. And I've just, I've always felt at home with running since I was a kid. I've always felt like this is something I can definitely do, and I don't feel like that often about a lot of things in life. But running is that one thing that I know I can do this. Am I an Olympic athlete in the making? No. But am I good at it? Probably, I guess. I mean, if you do it, you're good at it, right? But anyway, so for a long time after primary school, I stopped running. So it used to be a really big part of my life, and then it stopped being a big part of my life. And I would just run on occasion. It would just be for like de-stressing, clearing my mind, but it would never be something I took very seriously until last year, when a friend of mine was preparing for the Dublin Marathon. She was in her training, and so I don't know how she got me into it, but all of a sudden me and another friend of mine would run with her during lunch breaks, and this was like part of her training. And then it escalated from, oh, we're running during lunch, to let's go and do this race. And then it was race after race, and next thing you know, I'm doing my first half marathon, and it just all happened so quickly. But I am so grateful that I got back into it, because that strength that I used to feel, that confidence and self-assuredness that I used to feel running as a child, I started feeling it now as an adult again. And it's just such a confidence and mood booster for me. I actually have so much confidence in myself now, more than I did a year before or 2 years before, because running has, like, every time I accomplish something in my running, every time I get to a certain distance, every time I finish a race, it triggers something in me that goes, oh wait, you can do this in other areas of your life. So the same way you train for a race, you can actually also focus and plan to deal with a conflict in your life, or a challenge at work, or whatever it is. It's just such a good confidence booster when you see, I can actually run 5 kilometers in 30 minutes, and that was your big goal all along. When you see you can do that, then everything else just becomes way more tangible. It's like, oh, I can actually accomplish these things. And that's something I really love about running. It's such a confidence booster for me. I believe in myself a lot more than I did when I wasn't running. And I don't know if it's all due to running. It could also be age, because I'm not young anymore. But I will definitely credit running for at least 98% of it. The other two can be age and wisdom and whatever else you want to call it. But anyway, so running is just, it's something that I enjoy, because not only because of the confidence thing, not only because it makes me feel like this is my thing, but also it clears my mind in a way that I cannot even explain. Today, for example, I had a very stressful morning. I've got a lot of on my plate at the moment, and I'm one of those really stressy, anxious types. It's really insufferably annoying most of the time. But anyway, so I'm one of these anxious types, and this morning I was like, okay, you need to get rid of all of these feelings. You need to get rid of all this anxiety, and you need to actually get some focus so you can deal with the issues at hand. What did I do? Went out for a run. And I can tell you, it was 30 minutes of my life so well spent, because I got the time to be in my thoughts, to figure things out, to make little lists in my head, to talk myself through how I'm going to tackle each and everything that's bothering me, or that I need to tackle, or that's stressing me, or whatever the case may be. I just had a really good conversation with myself. I got that oxygen pumping through my body. I got that clear mind that I needed. And I came back from my run feeling amazing. I mean, the person who is speaking to you now compared to who I was like 2-3 hours ago, completely different, because running cleared my mind so much, and it does that for me each and every time. So every time I have a really stressful day, every time I feel really overwhelmed, if I just go for a run, it really helps clear everything up. And I think it obviously has like physical benefits, oxygen and blood pumping and all of that. But I think what I really appreciate about it the most is that it gives me a space to just be quiet in my head and to focus. Because with every stride I focus on, with every step I take, like it clicks something in my brain to get me focusing on whatever it is that I need to deal with. So those are the things that I absolutely love about running. And my running journey is something I'm very passionate about, because it has given me so much good in my life, so much positivity. Heck, even the communities that I've been exposed to since I started my running journey, people that I've met at races, or people that I meet online, it's one of the most encouraging and positive communities I've ever been a part of. And it has only ever brought really good into my life, like only really good positive benefits, except for one time a few months ago when I tripped and fell and fractured my wrist. But I'm not going to blame that on running too much. But that's the only thing that I'll say. It's like, it's not always safe, but it is always worth it. So if anyone out there is considering starting their running journey, I hope that this encourages you to give it a little less thought and a little more action. If you're on the fence about it, get up, go. Just do it. You never know where it could lead to. It could be something that just opens up so many beautiful things in your life. It could, well, I can't even say what else on the flip side it could be. It's definitely going to be good for you. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be healthier, stronger, mentally and physically. So if you're on the fence about running, I hope that this encourages you to get up and go. And if you are in your running journey, I hope that this encourages you to keep going and to support those around you who want to get started. Let's not isolate anyone. Let's always encourage people to get up and go, and to get a piece of the happy pie. Let's spread it, spread the joy. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you have anything that you would like to share or contribute, please drop me a comment. And if you would like to see more of my content, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.